Getting my ribs removed has always been like a dream of mine.
Hello everybody, it's Jaymuse and welcome to another video. Today we're looking at a lady that decided that the best way to decrease her waist size would be to remove literal ribs from her body. Yeah, I don't know how that doesn't just kill a person, but hey, she exists and she's definitely alive. Anyway, let's take a look at this.
6 billion people in the world. What should everyone look the same for?
Pixie Fox has had 6 ribs removed to allow her to corset her waist to an eye-watering 16 inches. So far, she has spent almost $120,000 on surgery.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she's a real human anymore. She just looks like a big plastic surgery being. Like she has become her own species now, because there is just nothing left that's human. She's just walking plastic now. Like if I saw her walking up to me in real life, it would terrify the shit out of me because that doesn't look like an actual person. She looks like an animation or a drawing of a woman brought to life in the most hyper-realistic and terrifying way possible.
To look more like the cartoon characters she idolizes.
I've always been inspired by cartoons and Disney movies. All the curves and tiny waist. People often come up to me and say like, don't take this the wrong way, but you look like a cartoon. For me, that's a compliment.
Can you breathe? Oh my God. I wish I could get mine that small.
No, you don't, lady. You don't want your waist to be that small. I was thinking the same thing, by the way. Can she breathe? Like, how can her lungs inflate in that tiny-ass waist? Like, don't the ribs allow for your lungs to have a space to fill up with air, you know, to inflate like a balloon? I'm just so baffled right now. I don't understand how it's possible to have ribs removed and not suffer, like, serious health problems. She's gotta have problems going on.
Pixie grew up in a small town in Sweden, but never felt like she belonged.
I have been in a place where...
Bro, what happened? She used to be so hot. Like, how do you go from this to this and think that it looks better? It doesn't. It just looks monstrous. She had such a nice natural beauty, and in my opinion, ruined it with a bunch of like stereotypes and shit. Like, why does she need to have ginormous ass lips and boobs bigger than a freaking watermelon? Look, this is why it's so important that you get in control of your own insecurities and just accept yourself the way you are, man. Because it can like poison you into thinking that you're some hideous thing that needs to be fixed.
I have done nose job, eyelid surgery, brow lift. I have done lip filler.
$110,200 on plastic surgery. Why? I don't understand it. You don't have anything wrong with you. Like, I could maybe understand if you had like a hideous disfigurement that kept you from living a normal life, but this is just so unnecessary. And where are you getting the money for all of this? How can you spend like the amount of a flippin' house on yourself and have a normal life? I guess I'm just not rich enough to understand.
I have some fillers here in my cheeks. I've done my boobs 4 times, and I've done Brazilian butt lift, permanent makeup.
To maintain her extreme hourglass figure, she sticks to a strict exercise and diet regime and wears a corset 24 hours a day.
God, I would just want to die. Like, oh man, that sucks. How can you have a happy life like that? Like, where do you have the time to enjoy yourself when you're doing all of this every single day?
Pixie has over 70,000 followers on Instagram, but even some of them were shocked when she announced her next surgery, removal of 6 ribs to allow her to corset her waist even tighter. The procedure will cost her $9,000.
Getting my ribs removed, I have been thinking about for a long time. So it's always been like a dream of mine. But it's really hard to find a surgeon, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, because you're literally removing parts from your body. Like, you're having somebody rip your ribs out of your body because you don't want those anymore. So, of course, there aren't going to be many doctors willing to do that. Hell, how is that even something that's legal to do? I feel like that would be such a risky surgery, too.
The only reason why I can do it now is because doctors finally started taking me seriously. Because they see that I'm not a crazy person. I know what I'm doing.
The surgeon who's agreed to perform the operation is Dr. Barry Epley.
There's nothing complex, extraordinary, or unduly difficult about it. It does require an extremely motivated patient. and I think certainly Pixie would qualify. A motivated patient is somebody who can accept the scars that come from the procedure, as well as is prepared for the discomfort in the short term, as you might imagine, that comes from taking several ribs. It's not an operation which feels great afterwards, but certainly she's about as motivated a person as you're going to find. She's going to have pain, muscle pain. Everybody who's ever eaten ribs, you're eating the intercostal muscles. That's what we have to strip off the rib to get to it. But the good news is we know, it's not a comfortable procedure, but we know how to help manage it.
So basically what you're saying is it's extremely painful, is a risky surgery to do, takes a lot of recovery, and no matter how much of that recovery, you will always have some kind of discomfort or muscle pain. And all of that just to have an impossibly small waist. Please tell me why that's necessary. Why can't you just accept just a little bit of what you are, instead of doing everything in your power to change every little tiny thing to make it exactly the way that you want it? It's just so unnecessary. Why can't you just be yourself and accept who you are? I don't understand. Why is this worth it?
Rib number 3, let me know.
After 5 hours of surgery, the rib removal procedure is complete.
It's crazy. I can't believe that just happened. That just happened.
Recovery time is supposed to be 6 weeks, but after just 2 weeks, Pixie is already up and about.
I am super happy. I've been dreaming of this for like 3 years. That makes me able to corset like even tighter. In a few weeks, I'm gonna get hip and butt implants, so it's gonna be even more extreme.
So is there ever going to be an end goal with this, or is she just gonna get plastic surgery forever? Because she just had 6 ribs removed and she's already talking about the next procedure she's gonna have done. Like, just stop it. No one will ever come close to looking like you. You're the only one that looks like this, okay? You did it, you won. And even if for some reason there is somebody else that looks like you, what does it matter? There's such a small percentage of people that are willing to do this that you're already in the elite plastic surgery class or whatever the hell you want to be in. You know, I really wonder something. Do they ever think about what's gonna happen whenever they're really old? Like how they're gonna look? Because the more shit you do to your body like this that's not natural, the more unnaturally you're gonna age and look just more and more monstrously old as you get older. So yeah, just love who you are, accept yourself, alright? It'll save you a lot of trouble in life, okay? Definitely better yourself if there's something that you want to improve on, but don't just hate yourself and like try to unnaturally change your image. Accept your flaws and just try to live the happiest life that you can, alright? Anyway, that's about it for today's video. I really appreciate you for watching, and if you got this far in the video and you'd like to be a part of the End of the Video Club, then why don't you tell me what your favorite holiday is? Anyway, that's all I got for today. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of the day. I hope you stay happy and healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.